Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPR radio. And this is Friday, January 28th, 2022. Well, I had a whole different show planned for tonight. And as life happens, things are put in my way. And spirit says, ooh, look at this. And ooh, I did. And it's like, very interesting, but we are going to do a lot of light work tonight. And I wanted to just briefly go over some really cool things that are happening on the planet and some uncool things. So we're going to get to the news and then we'll do energy work. I wanted to remind everybody on Valentine's Day, if you go to my YouTube channel around 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, and that's 4 o'clock my time, we're going to do another hour of chanting and calling in world enlightenment. So if you got the chance, then, don't throw them away, put them aside. And that's Valentine's Day next month. And I think that's February 12th. All right. So I don't know if you know who Boris Johnson is. And, this show is worldwide. So some of you may know who they are, some of you may don't. I will tell you, Boris Johnson is the Prime Minister of England. Now, not too long ago, I think maybe last week, in the United States, there was a truckload of monkeys that got out. And now all of a sudden they were worried about people getting sick and blah, blah, blah in that area. And that's the United States. And I'm not sure, again, it was out east somewhere. So to segue back to Boris Johnson, his father in 1982 wrote a book, and I kid you not, it's called The Marburg Virus, about a monkey pandemic. And if you've paid attention to the Illuminati and what these guys have been trying to bring out, they're talking about some crazy new virus, and I heard about this a month or so ago called the Marburg virus, like the other Delta and Alpha and Omega, weren't enough. Coincidence? I don't know. I want to give out a shout out to all those truckers out there in Canada who are really, really out there in full force, and they are protesting the mandates and the passports. Now, what did the Prime Minister of Canada do? Oh my goodness, instead of being a brave man and listening to these people and all the trucks that are going to Ottawa, and we're talking, like maybe 80 miles worth of truckers and people standing along the side going, yay, and bringing them food and water and all kinds of lovely, and really supporting them. So what did the Prime Minister of Canada do? Oh, he said he got sick. He tested positive for COVID, so he's got to go in quarantine for at least 5 days. Well, I hope the truckers stick around for 6. What a coward, right? And speaking of cowards, I have to bring up Neil Young. Now, for those of you people who don't know Neil Young, that's probably because you're not old enough. And, this is a relic. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. And then it was only Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I never did like Young singing very too high. But anyway, so Neil Young, and this has to do with Neil Young and Joe Rogan and Spotify. Neil Young told Spotify that if it was either him and his music or Joe Rogan. Well, Joe Rogan, to me, and I was never a fan of Joe Rogan. I mean, I thought he was a little on the satanic side, but man, lately he's been coming out with some really good stuff that the government and the other side wants to suppress. And when he admits he's wrong, he's wrong. He's there to get the information out. I think he's awesome now. Life is complicated, isn't it? So now Neil Young, well, of course, Spotify went with Joe Rogan. I mean, he only has 11 million plus followers, and I don't know, Neil Young's maybe 6. So they took him off, and then Barry Manilow decided to follow him. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with you, old man? You don't like freedom of speech anymore? You guys have issues. Now you start getting into Neil Young's life, and you think, oh my God, look what he did. He stood up for those people and vaccinations. And he had his music pulled, and how brave of him. Well, in reality, he sold a bunch of his music already for like $150 million to a hedge fund who was bought out by a company called Blackwater. Now, if you've never heard of them, they're a pretty dark group. They're the ones who went around a couple years ago and brought up all the property really cheap that people got after people got kicked out of their homes, and then would rent it to them at a very high rate, right? And the world has come out and said that a lot of the really homelessness is because of these guys. So this is who Neil Young, who has his music, who's he's supporting, who allowed to buy his music. All right. So not only Blackwater is a really nasty group, but they're responsible for funding the cutting down of the rainforest. Yay, Neil. Okay. Anyway, I just thought that was humorous and good for Spotify. At least you are there for freedom of speech. And Neil Young, bye bye. Now, before we get into energy work, I have to share with you something really strange that happened to me yesterday, and I wasn't expecting this at all. And you can say I was a little lack for conversation and words. I was so shocked. So now I live in the mountains of Hawaii, and I walk my dog, and you very rarely see people up there. And yesterday I saw this woman coming the other way who I've met before. We've talked, we've chatted. She's vaccinated. She knows I'm not vaccinated. And as far as I was concerned, life was pretty good. So I'm coming this way. She's coming toward me. And about 50 feet, she starts to cross over, and she's got to announce, I'm crossing over to the other side now because you're not vaccinated. I mean, I was shocked. Okay. I was kind of, all I could say is, you're afraid of my breath? Now we're outside, out in the country, fresh air. Okay. No cars around, no breezes. And all I could say, I go, my God, unreal. And she goes, yes, I am unreal. And I go, yes, you are. And I kept walking, and I'm thinking, oh my God, all these thoughts are going through my mind. And the little angel is saying, Cathy, don't go ghetto, be the bigger person. Don't go ghetto on her. This woman, she's supposed to be smart. She's a psychologist, for God's sake. And she is afraid of the unvaccinated. She doesn't do her research. She got vaccinated, and she's being controlled. Now, that's my thoughts. Okay. So now I'm walking back the other way, and she's coming back toward me. And our dogs meet, and all of a sudden she gets really giggly, right? And like, oh my God, it's so cute. Our dogs playing together. Oh my God, I bit my tongue, and all I could do is, if you ever give someone the talk to the hand, my hand whipped up like, talk to the hand. And I just couldn't. If I said anything, I would have gone ghetto. Okay. And I chose not to. So I took my dog and kept walking. And all I could think of is, oh my God, I did not just go through that situation, but I did. And this is where people are. They are friggin' zombies. So, yeah, we're going to do energy work and hope we can awaken them and help them reconnect with the Creator. Because, boy, their critical thinking has really gone totally out the door. All right. So, wanted to share one more thing with you. And, everybody's heard of the Great Reset and Klaus Schwab, sorry. So I am putting up before you this incredible poster. And it is, I hope you can see it okay. I'm trying to get it there. Oh, yeah. Okay. And it's wanted for bioweapon acts of terror, killing people worldwide. These guys are responsible for COVID. They're responsible for the pandemic. They want to take everything away from us, and they think we're going to be happy. This is what they say. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Ha, I don't think so. Now, this is all the World Economic Forum. This is their board. And if you want to learn more about them, there's a little scan code, QRL code down at the bottom. And if you click on that, you'll get more information about these guys. They're all nasty. They've all done terrible things. And if you want an idea of who's on the World Economic Board, it's Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, of course, Klaus Schwab, Al Gore, Robert Mercer, Mark Schneider, Lawrence Fink, Mark Benioff, Yo-Yo Ma. Oh, let's see, Herman Griff, and, a few more. Now, the person that created the World Economic Forum is Klaus Schwab. And if you go into Klaus's history of what you can find online, Klaus was born during World War II, during the time that Hitler was in power and really doing well. And Klaus's mom and dad were industrialists, and they supported Hitler's war effort and Hitler. So Klaus Schwab is a Nazi. His Great Reset about one world order, which is part of the Nazi 1,000-year Reich. Okay. That's what they want. See these people, cancel, clear them out. See these people. These people, now Klaus is a Nazi, so all of these people on the World Economic Forum, they are all Nazi collaborators. They are the ones that want the AI robots instead of human. They want transhumanism because they don't see the need for us humans anymore. We're nothing but cattle. So I'm putting their names out there because other people have too. And know these people. They can't remain hidden anymore. They're a pretty evil bunch, even though some of them really try to have human tendencies, but they still stick out. Their reptilian side comes out when they're around these people. So anyway, World Economic Forum, know them well, which is what we're going to segue into doing energy work. Now, why did I bring the World Economic Forum up? It's because we're going to do more energy work toward breaking up the Great Reset. Now, you might say, those that tune in, says, oh my God, she did it last week. Oh my God, yes, I did. But if you understand magic and energy work, you have to do it more than once, and you have to build up on that energy. So we're doing it again. Okay, guys, for those of you that are going to participate, I want you to sit down, put your feet flat on the floor, put your hands up in your lap like you're going to receive. Right now. Woo. And I want you to close your eyes. I want you to start taking some gentle deep breaths. I want you to breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God. And you fill up with your divine essence. So breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And again, imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more light. So as you're doing that, I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal you in the pink flame of love, and I call to all your teachers, guides, masters, and all the divine beings, and we invite them in to also join us and to amplify our energy work tonight. So imagine we're in this huge stadium, we're holding hands to the right, to the left. It's filled with light workers. We're all connected through our heart chakra. In the center is 100,000-pound crystal. Why not? That's going to amplify our work. And above that, we're going to put this huge bubble of light, and we're going to put the energy work in that bubble. So as I'm doing the energy work, I'm going to ask that you send energy into that bubble and do some creative visualization and really imagine this happening. Okay, so now we're sitting in a circle. You got person to the right, to the left. I want you to now feel yourself connected to the creator, and all this incredible divine healing high energy comes into your crown chakra, flows all the way down your legs, out your feet into the earth, down your arms, out your hands, down your spine. Feel yourself totally consumed in this divine energy. Now send love and light to the right. And as the energy flows to the right, we call to all the other gods and goddesses of light, past, present, and future, the cosmic beings, the whales, the dolphins, the elemental kingdom, air, earth, fire, water, and any other light worker energy that's out there with their permission to add their energy to what we're doing tonight. Now send love and light to the left, and as the energy flows to the left, the circle is now closed. So only that which is light may enter. We're going to call to the trees to come forth and take this energy and send it into the earth so the rear earth remains stable. And as this energy goes through all the trees' roots, see the trees all connecting with each other, and the old ancient trees helping all the younger trees remember. And now the trees are going to send this energy out through the branches so all beings can feel this incredible high divine energy. We call all the rock stones, minerals, all the earth keepers on the planet to lock into our earth keeper in the center and amplify our work over 100,000 fold. We call all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet to lock in to this energy circle. And I'm going to ask Mother, Father, God that all who participate tonight receive a healing, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, we're going to create a bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put in the great reset and everything and everyone that's connected to it. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to all beings of light to unite together as one, combining our creative energies. We call to Michael the Archangel to take his sword of blue flame and cut to pieces all plans and all energies that are feeding the great reset, the digital reset, and the transhuman slavery system, Agenda 21 and 30. Along with the slogans, Build Back Better and New World Order. In your mind's eye, see those plans falling apart as more people become conscious of the intent, which is to make slave of the masses on the planet. See the awakened masses refusing to comply, creating a revolution of divine light, quantum leaping us into world enlightenment. The Great Reset is bio-techno-feudalism. And that means the issues of medical passports, digitalize, transparency of our medical records, medical history, genetic makeup, disease states. But it also can include implanting microchips that would report and read our genetic makeup and brain states. See all that being busted apart. See it neutralized, and those computer programs and any of those chips being broken. In your mind's eye, see all those programs and computer programs blocked and scrambled. Again, see the masses not complying. See the AIs turning on their masters and destroying themselves and their programs. Let's send a special energy out toward all AI robots so they rust and malfunction. See the corporation go back to hiring humans to replace the robots, giving them a good living wage. We cut ties to the people who first created the concept of one world government, from King George III to the Committee of the 300 and the Black nobility, as well as all businesses that have carried these ideas into our future through people of fantastic wealth and influence like banks, corporations, politicians, insurance companies, the United Nations and the World Economic Forum, the billionaires. We now call the violet flame to transmute all these ideas and concepts, replacing it with manifesting world enlightenment. We cut ties with the creator of the great reset, digital reset, Klaus Schwab, and the World Economic Forum, the WHO, the Bilderberg Group, the Council of 300, the Council of Rome, Olympians, the Black nobility, the family, the Rockefellers, the Trilateral Commission Society of Cincinnati, the UN, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Bill Gates, Fauci, Henry Kissinger, International Money Fund, Illuminati, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, the Deutsche Bank, and the Catholic Church. As we cut ties between these groups, violet flaming all their energies as well as removing all overlays of vows and oaths they have taken together. Let there be much infighting with all of them so their plans fall apart. We ask that these beings to step into the light work for world enlightenment. If they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves to put them in a position of harmlessness. We ask the Creator to now redirect their funds toward uplifting the masses. We call the violet flame to transmute all energies involved with the Great Reset, digital reset, starting with the Creator, Klaus Schwab, and his Nazi fascist ideas of world control. Starting at Klaus's birth through his childhood, removing the energy overlay his parents and Hitler placed on him, indoctrinating him into Hitler's ideology and dreams of the 1,000-year rule. And see all that energy overlay being removed, that Klaus is now able to reconnect to the Creator to become an awakened spiritual being. We cut ties to Klaus's first version of the World Economic Forum, called the European Management Fund, and its Nazi ties. We cut ties to Klaus's ideas of killing off the middle class. As these ideas break down, see the middle class making a comeback all over the world with many new successful entrepreneurs. We cut all ties to the energy of global citizenship, another world for world slavery. We cut the ties to the ideas of transhumanism and eugenics program, which includes the expansion of genomics, nanotechnology, and robotics and their penetration into human bodies, affecting the brain. See all their programs falling apart as we place huge magnets on their overdrives, erasing all programs. Imagine all their computer programs start changing numbers, and the ones and zeros keep flipping again and again and again, destroying all their saved data. See all human machine equipments falling apart. We cut ties to all their books, including The New Deal, A New Frontier, The Great Society, A New World Order, The Great Global Reset, Impact of Science on Society, and Mein Kampf, and The Fourth Revolution. As we violet flame, the material of the words are neutralized and people lose interest in them. Let's make them all invisible so they remain hidden from the billionaires with no forward movement. We also cut tie to Klaus's Nazi collaborators and everyone who participates at the Davos Summit, whether it was in person or online. As those energies are removed, we see it being replaced with benevolent thoughts and how we can help humanity and not enslave it. We anchor the violet flame where the WEF and Nazi headquarters are located. See the flame blaze through all the buildings in Davos, including all hotels, releasing any stuck energy that's for world domination and anything that has the hint of Nazis. again replacing it with world enlightenment energy. We cancel clear the energy of the global 2000, which is a blueprint for mass world genocide. Cancel clear, cancel clear, cancel clear. We remove all overlays over all humans regarding COVID, vaccines being muzzled. As these overlays are removed, see people reconnecting to the Creator, removing and cutting all that mass hypnosis into little tiny pieces, and see those people as they reconnect to their Creator, becoming an awakened spiritual being who see through the illusions now. They start building up their immune systems along with rejecting all GMO foods, see people growing their own organic gardens. Now, in your mind's eye, see Bill Gates having to give up control of the farmland he bought. If he tries to grow GMO crops on that land, see them failing and refusing to grow. But see organic seeds flow to that area and start to grow, so it's organic. Now let's send the violet flame through the fourth revolution that involves the redundancy of human labor in increasing sectors to replace by automation. Also the fifth revolution, stakeholder theory, predatory human capital investment, human capital marketing, digital identity, and the United Nations Sustainable Capital Investments, technocracy and the New Deal for nature, that is land theft. As the violet flame cleans up their plants, transmuting them to light, see all their plans falling apart, being replaced with world enlightenment, ideas and thoughts. So let's send energy out also, so China's slave programs fall apart, along with their computer programming malfunctioning. And this includes any of the other countries that are partnering up with China to mimic China, and that includes you, Australia. And we're going to call to the higher selves of the Aborigines to start remembering your magic, do your magic, and put those in power in positions of harmlessness. So now let's put up blocks around all the employees at the technocracy companies that are creating programs to push these agendas forward. See them going dyslexic when they enter the buildings, messing up their computer programs, the old, the new, and the future programs. Any programs that will be used against humanity. See it all falling apart, including all transhuman programs. See all their equipment crashing, as well as we keep changing the program numbers of ones and zeros, along with running big magnets over their hard drives so they lose all their programs. We call to the elementals, the bees, ants, mice, rats, to make nests in the buildings, then chew up the building and computer wires. We call to the dust mites and mold to infect their computers, rendering them ineffective. Let the computer techs have many brain blocks with new programs that can harm humanity, neutralizing them. Now let's cut all ties to their symbols and sigils the corporations use to stay in power, including the Nazi swastika, the Pentagon, the obelisk, and domes. And anytime you see those symbols, your first reaction should be cut, reverse, and see them lose their power. All right, so in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine the Pentagon, the obelisk, and domes. We're going to cut the ties. We're going to reverse their energy. See them losing power. Now see that power being returned to the 99%, along with cleaning up and healing the earth and all forms. Now let's go into Verizon. Now with the word with the Z as a sideways lightning bolt in their sigil. So I want you to imagine in your mind's eye seeing that sigil, that lightning bolt. Now imagine that Z going either backward Z or a vertical lightning bolt, taking the money that's being stolen from the people and returning it so we have free communication. In your mind's eye, see that and feel that being done now. Now AT&T, their sigil is a globe. Now imagine, I want you to imagine the globe, AT&T's globe. Now imagine it's spinning in the opposite direction and spending money back to the people they've robbed. Now, anything with a pyramid or a triangle, imagine that in your mind's eye. Now imagine it upside down so the people at the base are empowered and the few at the top lose control over the people. So the money pours out onto Mother Earth and her inhabitants. All right, now anything with a sun. So in your mind's eye, imagine the sun, which is also a huge portal, like British Petroleum. So let's all imagine that the sun now shines on the Mother Earth, and it's no longer a portal to suck in power and money toward the corporations, but a giant portal of love that shines kindly on the people and no longer sucks in energy. Instead, pouring money and power back into the 99%, into social health, and clean up the Earth's programs. All right, now I want you to imagine a magnet that they use. Now let's imagine it reversing. If the magnet faces east, in your mind's eye, point it west, so that the company is no longer sucking energy from the people and Mother Earth, and its powers are shut down. Now, anything with the eye of Horus, I want you to imagine that in your mind's eye. Now, we're going to spin the energy outward, returning the money from the cabal companies to the people. So see that happening, coming back out. All right. Now, just for another example, the wings of Isis are a symbol of healing, yet they use that symbol for Chrysler. So let's take that sigil, and we can all imagine that every time anyone sees the wings of Isis, they are healed. And think about healing Mother Earth. And with the Chrysler, let's all imagine that the wings of Isis no longer protect the oil companies, seeing all their money, they're going back into healing Mother Earth. Now imagine all dark magic of the 1% falling apart, being replaced with world enlightenment energy. See the great reset and digital reset falling apart now. We remove all energy veils that are around all the people living on the planet Earth that are keeping them from connecting to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings. As they reconnect to the Creator, see them becoming conscious. Awakened spiritual beings seeing truth and through all the lies and deceptions as transparency is manifested. See the masses filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to create and manifest world enlightenment. If it's for their highest good, we send energy out to the billionaires so they reconnect to the Creator, allowing them to become awakened spiritual beings that want to help humanity. If they have a conscience, let that conscience come out and haunt them till they really start helping humanity. Let them be divinely inspired to start supporting the masses and the middle class by sharing their wealth. Helping small businesses thrive, feeding and housing those in need, creating job opportunities for humans as they get rid of their AI programs, sharing the wealth by rebuilding roads, schools, hospitals, and supporting places of higher learning so everyone can afford to better themselves. As they give, let them also receive. Let those light workers working on neutralizing the Great Reset in a bubble of invisibility, remaining unseen by any of the 1% who have any intent on harm, yet be seen by the wealthy, benevolent. Think quantum leap, world enlightenment now. So fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the living zombies. Let there be light. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to the Creator and Archangel Michael to remove all veils and overlays from all life forms, humans, reptilians, or extraterrestrials that was created by reptilian satanic magicians that is keeping all these life forms from reconnecting to the Creator to become conscious, awakened spiritual beings. Oh. As this unwanted energy is removed from all these life forms, we see them begin to reconnect to the Creator. Their hearts are now unblocking. So they start having feelings and emotions that are kinder in nature, hearts filled with compassion and empathy. We now see the reptilian part of their brain begin to shut down, disconnecting them from all the satanic cult rituals that bound them together, including the jab, resulting in the God brain being reactivated. I call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to any dark forces that is around any human and all life forms. We tie and bind that dark force, send it through the violet flame to clean the energy up and send it back to the divine. We replace that energy with the energy of divine enlightenment. May divine enlightenment descend around everyone now. May divine enlightenment be activated within everyone now. We call to all the rock, stones, minerals, and earth keepers to now amplify enlightenment energy to help everyone awaken to light. See how ties, binds, blood oaths, and bee swarm mentality being cut between the dark magicians, whether an individual or group or anyone trying to create a new world order through dark satanic rituals. Let all the energies from any and all ceremonies automatically neutralize as we anchor the violet flame to their ritual sites, so the magicians will gain no strength or power. This will result in the collapse of all their project and plans. We ask that all veils of darkness that is around anyone in the US or planet that's keeping people from becoming conscious beings be removed and replaced with a connection to their spiritual selves becoming conscious beings. I call to everyone's higher selves and ask that the higher self now allow all strands of everyone's DNA to reconnect and realign with the divine with such a high healing energy that will keep anything from affecting the DNA and mutating it for any reason. See those strands of everyone's DNA reconnect to the Creator, allowing the DNA to keep its proper divine shape, healthy and functioning. See all dark veils that are around our strands being cleansed by the violet flame and awakening and reawakening to their divinity and spiritual connection to the divine. See the Creator adding an extra DNA strand that's a direct connection to the divine that cannot be broken. I ask the Creator to send down the energy of love from the pink ray to be beamed down to all living things on earth and charge that the angel and goddess of love instill in all reptilians and humans the inner knowledge that we're all God and all one. Then with much divine love, transform all humanity to become loving, tolerant, non-judgmental, and non-racist. We ask that all persons with negative feelings or emotion toward others step into the violet flame and then onto the light. And this includes whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed, let all that energy be transmuted and released and let go so no one cares. Let all humanity embrace diversity and move into a future of love and faith in God themselves and each other. We send divine light to everyone's brains and hearts, ETs, reptilian and human hybrids. Remove the energy of white racism and all that divides the masses. I ask that the energy of all racism be removed by Archangel Michael, cutting the ties with his sword of blue flame since the creation of the planet until now. Let this be trailed by the violet fire to transmute all back to light. Let those thought forms be replaced with divine love. I ask the goddess of truth into everything on the planet that's trying to hide racism and bring it up to the surface and protect those who are bringing the truth forward. That she bring forward all secrets and hidden agendas. The Illuminati, the Aryan Nation, the Antioch Baptist Church, the KKK, Nazi Party, all dark politicians, the billionaires, WEF, the skinheads are hiding or disguising regarding their practices. Let all energy veils be removed from humankind so the divine may again come through. I command that all persons with negative feelings or emotion toward others be surrounded in the violet flame, and let that transmute that energy and replace with divine love. I call divine light, divine wisdom, divine caring, compassion to everyone's heart now and direct that energy toward the reptilian part of the brain. I command Michael to cut all ties and soul memory to reptile dinosaur energy as the light enters, changing all cells and atoms to divine, balancing both male and female. See the violet flame blaze through the reptilian part of the brain, cleansing and purifying. Fill that brain up with divine thoughts, raising all consciousness to divine, letting kindness, care, and love and empathy come through now. For those stuck beings, I ask the Creator to shut their reptilian brain down and activate the divine God brain. We see these beings become awakened spiritual beings now that know better than to hurt or harm any life form. We cut ties to all fifth dimensional energy frequency vents around the earth that's creating a dark energy overlay over the earth to control and harness human consciousness. We cut ties to all machines that are affecting us in the third world through frequencies, vibration and sound that's directed all at the electromagnetic fields to create negativity and chaos. Cancel clear all frequencies that are suppressing light, giving humans an oppressed feeling. We now send a golden solar energy through those frequencies that shifts the grids so people feel positive, happy, and see their life's missions and purposes. Now let's send golden solar energy through the Earth's morphogenetic grid that neutralizes any dark energy that wants to control the Earth and is replaced with that golden solar energy. We command that all Nazi swastika symbols are reversed so the energy now brings peace and prosperity back to Earth and humanity. May divine enlightenment descend around everyone now. May divine enlightenment be activated around everyone now. So we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So real quick, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all those truckers, all the people going out in masses all over the world protesting, no matter what the weather is. All the farmers that are coming out, just all the beings. All right, send all these beings energy. Let them all recharge, regenerate, remove any dark energy from them. Let them be sent everything they need to be successful. We're going to ask Ganesha to remove all the blocks in front of them so they have clear paths. Let them be sent everything they need. Now let's put in all the light workers. Now let's send energy to everyone's heart and see everyone, and this includes you guys, recharge and regenerate and become magnets for they're so much light that they become magnets for everything they need. They draw so much abundance to them that they're able to pay off all their bills, live a life of comfort, do their divine missions, and have enough to share with others. See people coming together, helping each other, sharing resources. See the masses coming out and scaring the 1%, the WEF, to the point where they've got to back down, where their plans fall apart. And that what is created out of that is a new humanity, is a world enlightenment that cares about people, that is uplifting. And anything good you can think of, that's world enlightenment. All right, guys, we're going to fill that up with light and love, and we're going to take a breath and release it. Whew. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, so I need everybody to ground now. And I want you to put your feet flat on the floor. Oy. Okay, put your feet flat on the floor. And I want you to feel the earth energy come up your feet. Feel it come up your calves. And feel yourself now pulling in body, becoming very centered, very focused, very clear-headed, very balanced. And feel that earth energy come up. So it's your knees, your thighs. And feel yourself grounding even more, very clear-headed, very balanced, very focused, full with all these new possibilities. Now, if you are still energy high after the show, if you can, go outside. I mean, put your coat on, put gloves on, hat if it's really cold, okay? Go find a tree, put your hand on the tree, and imagine yourself for 30 seconds only sending all your excess energy into the tree. And then ask the tree to send you energy back and you'll ground. Okay, it's that simple. If you can't do that, eat something that will help you ground, even taking a bath or a shower. So I have to thank you very, very much for tuning in tonight and helping me with this energy work for the world. I know it's our destiny for world enlightenment and to stop the Great Reset and put us back on a timeline of enlightenment. So this is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio, and this is Friday, January 28th. Don't forget, you can always go to the archives. Now, I did soul retrieval last week, and it's on my YouTube channel. So if you need a tune-up, it's there. If you've never done one before, it's helping you take back all your energy that you've given away or people have taken from you, with or without your permission. I also do a major curse removal, and we remove parental overlay. That takes an hour. But again, it's online for free. Also, I did the curse removal again for everybody, so that's right on top. Cathy Bilsky curse removal, that's 10 minutes. Now, if you want a little bit more personal work, you can call me at my store in Hawaii, 808-775-9400. I do healings, energy work over the phone, curse removal over the phone, soul retrieval. You can do it on Skype, or you can walk into my store. I actually have the largest crystal in Hawaii, which is right behind me. Are you ready? Want to see? Whoa, there we go. That's Ela. She's a 1,000-pound celestial earth keeper from Brazil. Incredible. And then I have another 650-pound celestial crystal that you can touch and hug. And I have an angelite table you can lay on for healing. And I do little free mini massages for those who are open, who come into my store. And I don't discriminate against people. So again, on Valentine's Day on my YouTube channel, we're going to be doing another hopefully it'll be a big event. And we're going to do more channeling and keep anchoring divine enlightenment around everything and everyone on the planet and keep that energy going. Keep sending energy out to all those truckers and all those people that are standing out against the mandates and the vaccine passports. We all need to stand together on this. All right, guys, well, that's it for me tonight, and I really hope you have a wonderful week. We are not quite out of Mercury in retrograde. It's supposed to go direct tomorrow, but then you got to give it 3 days to get it out of the curve, just to be safe, okay? So you might want to hold off from making any big decisions or signing any contracts for a couple more days, and just go with the flow. And on that note, thanks for tuning in. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. And again, this is Friday, January 28th, 2022. Who knew we'd get this far? All right, good night, aloha, and see you next week.